What's up, guys? My name is Haley, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about emotion and affect related to Hurricane Harvey. So, Hurricane Harvey affected 13 million people across Texas, Louisiana, Tennessee, and Kentucky, and forced 39,000 people out of their homes and into shelters. 203,000 homes were damaged, and 12,700 were destroyed. From this super traumatic event, these individuals' conscious emotion and automatic affect were on high. Conscious emotion is said to be felt as a powerful single feeling event. The conscious emotions more than likely going on in these individuals' lives would include feelings of shock, despair, or even hopelessness. Automatic affect is said to be a feeling of like or dislike or good or bad towards something. I'm sure the victims of Hurricane Harvey had a very negative automatic affect towards these events, as did anyone that even heard about it. The book explains that much of our pro-social behavior, like helping others, is motivated by empathy, which involves being able to feel what someone else is feeling. After the disastrous event of Hurricane Harvey, feelings of empathy spread the country, and thousands of people traveled to the affected areas to try to help in any way they could. It is even said that emotions are contagious because there is a value to having people being in a similar emotional state as you are. This is probably why so many people were sending money and supplies to the people that were struggling. Our society did all right, guys.
Culture and nature go hand in hand, each shaping the other. Hurricane Harvey is an extreme example of how strong a correlation there is between culture and nature. Culture can be defined by many different things, and it's different to all different people. There are a lot of different definitions to culture, but our book defines culture as an information-based system involving both shared understandings and proxies that enable groups of people to live together in an organized fashion to get what they need. Let's focus on that last part, to get what they need. What exactly is that? Well, the three major things we need to survive are food, water, and shelter. Nature provides us with these necessities, but it can just as easily strip them away from us. Natural disasters, such as Hurricane Harvey, interfere with our ability to access these three basic necessities. Luckily for us, because nature and culture go hand in hand, when one falls short, the other can step forward. In the face of Hurricane Harvey, the affected community, as well as other communities and individuals, stepped forward to help one another access those basic necessities they were missing. While Hurricane Harvey was a devastating event that changed the lives of thousands of people, there can be a potential silver lining. The affected community has become much stronger, closer, and they have completely revamped their social culture, bringing together people who otherwise would have never interacted with one another. Moving forward, I believe the community will be stronger and much closer than before.
My name is Joseph, and the construct I will be integrating will be the construct of attitudes and beliefs. When it comes to the construct of attitudes and beliefs, it is safe to say that these ideals varied for the vast population in the Houston area before the hurricane hit. The concept of attitudes and beliefs is rather self-explanatory, but to put it into a definition, a belief is the internal feeling that something may be true, though it may be irrational. An attitude is just the expression of these feelings. When hearing the news that Hurricane Harvey was coming, it would strike the fear in the hearts of many. And this poses a question: why just not evacuate? Were they just too stubborn based off of beliefs? Well, there are many reasons as to why people thought that they needed to stay during this natural disaster. A lack of resources, finances, and family were just a few. Not having anywhere to go and not wanting to leave a house that you worked so hard for were a few more. Attitudes due to circumstances led to the deaths of 77 people, but the social influence would prove to be a contributing factor in saving many lives.
The social construct theory that I'm going to apply is social influence. What is social influence? Social influence can be seen in many different forms, for example, in obedience, leadership, persuasion, sales, and even sometimes marketing. Social influence occurs when a person's emotions, opinions, or behaviors are affected by others. As demonstrated throughout Hurricane Harvey, we witnessed social influence in the forms of conformity, socialization, peer pressure, obedience, and strong leadership. We saw the citizens of Houston step up to the plate and help others out, make sacrifices, and despite heavy panic, sit in their homes and wait out a devastating storm. Despite floods that caused many to lose their homes, the people of Houston demonstrated positive social influence and worked together to overcome a natural disaster. In so many ways, people from Houston demonstrated social influence, not just within their city, but pushed influence to millions around the nation. Hurricane Harvey brought upon spikes in gas prices and shortages, as well as a positive use of social media to set up pathways of donation and relief. Without social influence, Hurricane Harvey could have been the start to a very long road of recovery for the city of Houston. What would Houston have done without social influence?
The last social construct we will be discussing is the topic of intergroup relationships. These include prejudice, discrimination, and stereotypes. You may wonder how this correlates with Hurricane Harvey, but it's actually a huge factor. On a daily basis, we hear about racism going on not only in our country, but in the entire world. Whether we like it or not, racism still exists. However, when the recent hurricanes hit, we experienced something amazing. It was no longer the color of your skin or what gender you choose to love. It was about working together. All of the ignorance that we portray was no longer a factor. All that mattered was that the victims worked together to survive. Our text has a following quote: "Sometimes people have to work together to achieve subordinate goals that no single person could achieve alone." That is the exact type of unification Houston experienced. My group strived to focus on the social constructs involving conscious emotions, attitudes and beliefs, social influence, culture and nature, and intergroup relationships. And we also hope you spread the awareness that victims of Hurricane Harvey still need donations. So there's a link below if you'd like to donate. Thank you.